Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the demo for Dark Forest. It is it's an incremental settlement builder RPG. I'm not entirely sure how it goes. It reminds me of a dark room, and that's a good place to start off with. The one thing this game does have is some illustrations that pop in here and there, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna look like. But anyway, dear diary, the world is dark and empty. Oh, it's my middle school diary. Anyway, the Dark Forest, you have awakened once more. Be wary, the Dark Forest never sleeps. Explore. There's a pleasant forest nearby. It smells like pine. I reckon, like, typing. Yeah, just the regular speed is just a little low. Oh, cool, I can actually switch this to full screen. Good. Not that it really made much of a difference earlier. Let's see. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I like when games credit literally everything. I might as well actually talk about this a little bit. So many games don't, and it frustrates me because I want to look up who the artist is. I want to look up, you know, who the people are. I want to look up what programs were used, what shaders there are. Why not, right? Okay, let's go back to exploring. A shallow creek flows through the forest. Yeah, that's much better. Scavenge. So we're able to get some water. I like the fact that this is based on cooldown rather than like mass clicking. Dredge. The bottom of the shallow creek is ready for picking. Get some flint. There's only so much I can do with any of these things. Experience system though. Sure. So what did we get? Fiber? Some food. I wish there was a slight marker for what was the last thing I'd picked up, but it doesn't really matter that much. A cat-like thing lurks in the shadows. It brings me great unease to gaze upon it. Well, yeah, it's one of those, like, hairless cats. Click the cat, I shiver at the thought of seeking it out. I will not seek it out. I smell you from afar. Are you lost? Suspicious-looking creature, somehow able to produce human speech. Yeah. I must admit I'm lost. The cat grinned before returning to its monotonous face. I thought so. You are different, an unusual outsider. Huh? It has been a long time since we had something like your case. We must not waste this. I will help you, just this once. I shall double your raw resources. Say when. Do not wait long. Wait too long. Never. Forsooth, suit yourself. I'll be waiting, or I'll be watching you. The cat's offer seemed too suspicious. I dread to imagine what it might have happened had I accepted it. We can craft a fire pit. Warm, bright, soothing like a parent's caress. My curiosity compels me to go deeper, and one day it shall lead to my downfall. Okay, so we need more wood. Oh, it does kind of have these go by. But yeah, I need 3 wood to actually get the firewood going, and that's okay. So I can also craft an axe, but I need way more wood for that. So the oaks and pines are standing tall. Shall I make a clearing here? I think I might go for the wood first. I don't know what we need the fire pit for, but an axe should probably get me more wood. Which right now is a serious limitation. I don't know why, this is just making me super sleepy. I mean, a lot of things do. I've been busy. I woke up stupid early yesterday. Found some land. The mountain range stretches near the forest. I wonder if I can exploit that. There we go. Axe. Chop wood. Oh, that makes a difference. We now have the fire pit, so we can also start baking some clay. I met a quaint stranger who found solace in my company. Together we lit the fire. Its blaze revealed his faceless features as he offered to work for shelter. So I need more clay, but that's fine. So I'm building a house. 10 bricks, 2 land, 5 stone, 20 wood. So that's going to take a little while. There's a deep dark lake stretching along a muddy beach. We have a pickaxe. Can I make it? No, I need 2 more stone. What about a shovel? I think we want the pickaxe before we bother with the shovel. Because the pickaxe should give me more stone. Okay, is that enough stone? Create the pickaxe. Now we can mine the stone. So now we can almost make the shovel. That's fine. And that should give me plenty of clay. Guess I might as well keep exploring. Growling sounds emerge from the deep dense parts of the forest. Nightmares weave deep inside my psyche. Okay, so now we can dig clay and bake clay. So I need one more flint before I can make a spear. Unfortunately, I don't think we find flint elsewhere. That's fine. Population. So we have one peasant. Can't do much with that, though. Oh, so he's just going to get us food. Can't complain. Still no flint. That's okay. Stumbled upon a long extinguished campfire, a remnant of life which inspires hope. The debris contained 4 fiber, 6 flint, 5 wood, and some stone. So hunt. We get some leather and food. Alright. We could also get a hunter and a tanner. Can I build a house? No, we're still a little ways off of that one. It is interesting how many of these games pivot towards settlement building. Vast lands stretch beyond the forest, but I will need a way to navigate them. Compass needs iron. Don't even know where we're going to find that. I mean, presumably it'll pop up in a couple of explore actions and nothing more. There we go. Now, oddly enough, I don't know if I like cooldown management more than if I like cooldown management more than I like clicking. Clicking is a little bit more active. Cooldown is more about timing. But I'm assuming it's one of those where I don't even have to do as much as I progress further. So it's exhausting to explore new lands on my own. Setting out some of them instead sounds like an idea. Gonna make a house finally? Yes. Okay, so we have another peasant. Lost people emerge from the forest. They will work in exchange for a place to sleep. Torch. Coal and wood. But yeah, we don't have any coal. There's coal in a rocky mountain area. Fortune has placed it right next to our settlement. Okay, I'm gonna set a coal miner. Oh, actually I have a couple of these. Torchman. Prepares supplies for miners and explorers. Let's see. Tanner costs fur to make leather, produces fur. Brick, clay, gives clay, costs food. Let's see, what are resources that I need the most of? Not too much. An old mining operation on the other side of the mountain. I can only wonder what poor creature slaved away in those conditions. So in that case, we now have iron miner and smelter. Oh, I need a torch before I can do anything with that. Okay, so let's go back to Torchman. Which means we definitely can't do that. Let's see, how many, and brick. I need a little bit more wood. Yeah, so I can help manage some of these things. Okay, we made a compass at the very least. So we have the darkness. Child of darkness. Okay, we're gonna leave that for the moment. Let's leave this. Let's give ourselves a lumberjack. Yeah, leave it there. Leave it there. And we get some more land. So I can also make a sword, but I'm gonna need more iron. Yeah, I think we just try and get another house or two. Yeah, so I also cannot make, I I cannot smelt things or get coal. That I'm a little bit more limited to basic actions. And it seems like without a place to go, we can't go further, so explore just gets us more land. Okay. I do like this slow push into more narrative incremental games. Not that this is a strong narrative element either, but there's kind of a world to explore here that I'm interested in. Let's see, forest camp, can I build that house? Finally. So, question is... Oh, it's going to take a little while. Yeah, the question is, does the house get more expensive? Because if it doesn't, what we might want to do is build a slight industry focused on building as many houses as we can. Okay, so here's the clicker part. So a child of darkness, innocent at a glance, it wishes not to be perceived. I'm sorry, child of darkness, you get slapped. Moving deeper into the darkness, I noticed my people behind me, faceless figurines. Did they ever bear any humanity? Absolve. From the rotten rabbit's womb, a saccharine spirit forms. It follows me gleefully. The unshackled spirit merges with the swordsman, fusing them with dark power. What? We also have the Messenger of Darkness, but fighting this sucker is going to take some time. Substance. So, bonus swordsman passive damage. Cool, we can also make a beacon. Requires 1,000,000 iron. Hold... Excuse me. That's a pretty far cry from what I'm rolling with at the moment. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, yeah, it looks like... looking at this, we could actually build somewhat of a housing industry here. Okay, I'm just going to leave that as is. Don't know why it's... The hunter's not doing anything. Oh, because something's using it. Oh, the torchman is. So it cost me just a little bit of food. But I can build another house that should give me more. And yeah, I can also contribute. Not often, and not much. I guess the big limitation here, and the reason why I can't build like a gazillion houses, is mostly just land quantity, more than anything else. So now that I've done that, we can get the iron miner and smelter. Means I need another couple of these. And we'll have another house in a moment. The main goal here is to have a positive growth on most resources. At least most T2 resources. I don't think we're going to need more clay. Exactly. I guess we might as well keep contributing. Because right now we have a net neutral. I guess I'm going to throw us into another lumberjack. Because one more house should give me plenty of food. And I've got plenty stocked up, so I don't have to wait. And that'll give me more. Let's see, so 10 faceless, heed your call, and 1 by 1. Okay, so they're ticking up a little bit. Okay, and we are now at a net neutral for most things. We get wood, we get stone, we get bricks, and we get iron. Stuff like explore would be nice, land every couple of seconds, but Yeah, leave that for later. Okay, can I make the sword? I could train a swordsman. But I think I'm going to work on maybe getting one more house. Yeah, we can also produce swords if we want to. I think that's the kind of thing I just do on my own. Okay. There's our next house. And then as soon as we get a positive there, we can trade a swordsman. Okay, Sergeant. Produce swordsman for a sword. Okay, and we'll fight the darkness for you. He is fighting. Oh gosh, he is real bad. What's the @ symbol? Oh, I see. That's the credits and other things. So going full auto here is still going to take a time. I think what we need is mostly just more lumberjacks. Because we seem to be getting plenty of bricks, so we don't need to worry too deeply about that side of housing. Land we are running out of. Ooh, yeah. We're going to need an explorer. Still, I can make one more house. So if I want to do an explorer, they cost a lot of food. And we're going to need another torchman. Okay. I guess let's remember to keep doing these. Yeah, I think we'll need an explorer next. So I've left my mark deep within these trees, carving out a civilization. The brisk forest camp is getting more and more lively by the day. There we go. So as soon as we have just a little bit more, we can get the explorer. There we go. I think we'll have, yeah, one more. Perfect. The caverns beckon, their depths shrouded in darkness. Each step echoes with the weight of forgotten horrors. Oh, we can go spelunking. Just gonna lean back, embrace being sleepy. Abandoned mineshaft. Okay, so we get some coal and iron. I guess I just needed to explore more. Apparently. Yeah, I can't use experience yet. Make swords, scavenge some other things. The music is nice and aggressive, but it is almost too much right now. Okay, so once I have kind of one of each of these, then we start looking into other things. Surprisingly, there is nobody that just makes houses. Swordsmith. Costs fur. Yes, we use fur as a currency. Fair enough. I think once we get farmers, this is probably going to be a lot easier. So how's this looking? Because yeah, one thing I can also do is just mow through this much faster. If I want to. I mean, it's me. Oh. That's interesting. It actually wraps, like if you click faster, it actually condenses your clicks and click damage. Move farther than ever before. My people are always one step behind me. Time and space seem twisted. Free the creature, releasing the spirit from the corrupted flesh prison, or destroy the creature, consuming that. Yeah. From the carcass of the fallen bird, a new ally rises. They scout the paths ahead. Soldier of the Dark Forest, advanced in age and without family, the silver-haired beast fights to protect the secrets of the Oak and Moon. So... Spirit times 2. Oh, so that just increases swordsman passive damage. I see. Maybe the alternative would actually... Let's see. The alternative would have increased my own click damage. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, they're pretty bad at the moment. We need more. But to get that, we're going to need more houses. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I guess let's just make a couple of these. Because I don't think the swordsman cost me much. Right, and I should remember to run each and every one of these. Damn, beacon. 3 million iron. And 3 soul stones. Why do I have that? How do I know how to make that immediately? Let's see, do I know how many swords I'm stocking? Okay, I've got 3. I guess the other thing is I could get a sergeant, which is probably going to be faster, but less controllable. I mean, might still be worth it. Why did that give me 10... 10 sergeants? I'm a little confused and a little I'm very confused. Well, it's okay. That means hopefully they do more damage. I mean, I guess barring anything, we still seem like... It still seems like wood is our biggest limitation. Oh, 1 by 1, 10. I get it. Ten just means you're moving 10 people at a time. I was just baffled for a second. I was like, what is happening? Let's see. So yeah, let's not do 10 sergeants again. What is this one? Oh, they make houses for us automatically and faster than what I've got. The only immediate problem is we're absolutely going to have to increase my capacity beyond what I can currently produce to be able to just start making those. However, now I understand how you can get so high. There's no diminishing returns on costs here, so we can just go absolutely bananas at building up a house or housing operation. Let's see, do they just cost clay and food? Okay, so we're at neutral, but now we have oodle of brick. Build another house. Once again, the more houses we build, more people we have. So we want to get to the point where we have... I mean, is that 10 bricks, 5 fur, 2 land, 5 stone, and 20 wood every 5 seconds? So we got to get all of these meters, or these positive increases, to be that high. But then at that point, the game opens up massively, because then we just gain population every cycle. Right now, we have to do everything pure manual because we have no choice. Let's see. The main issue is just waiting for that housing cooldown. I mean, I guess the one thing I could do is have a mason for a bit until we run out of things. Because we can only do like 2 cycles. But that gives us some extra housing. Okay, that's actually a lot better than waiting for the housing cooldown. Alright. So, assuming... Oh, today we herald the dawn of a new era, the age of automation. Do we? I guess that's just in regards to me messing around with the mason. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm just going to periodically turn the mason on, build a number of houses. There we go. Because that way we get extra houses kind of quickly. Which then gets me a bunch of peasants, which then I can allocate elsewhere. We just have to wait until they all show up. Oh, is the experience. The experience here translates directly to how much damage I do. Oh, okay. Yeah, they haven't done much damage to that. Yeah, I was wondering, usually with like a numerical experience value down there, you spend that on something. But if that's just how much damage you do per click, that's actually neat. Okay, let's go back to this. Lumberjack. 20. Perfect. Oh, I see. We don't have enough fur. Oh, that was my iron miner. Oops. There we go. Yeah, let's just have 5 fur going. And bump it a bit more. Because if that's going to be a major limitation, then we should use that especially. This forest hamlet is far superior to our poultry camp. Okay, let's just do one more. And there we go. And I can also build things myself. So everything I do gives me experience. Okay. So I guess I should be filling out all of these meters. I think I'm still going to be focused on automation. Let's see, we've got enough fur, so it's mostly just bricks. Okay, so then we're going to need another explorer, which means I'm going to need another torchman. Means I'm going to need another coal miner and another lumberjack. Perfect. Okay, so now we gain exactly 1 house per cycle. And I no longer have to be building them myself. I'll still do it. But I don't need to. So now, roughly every cycle we gain 4 peasants. So what do I need for the sword? Leather. Okay. So let's start producing small quantities of that. 1 of each. And yeah, I have plenty. Ideally, we just get to the point where we can have 2 masons rolling, and then 3, and then whatever. And eventually we switch over to getting some sergeants as well. But I'm in no immediate hurry. Okay, maybe I should be a little bit more active. Get that up to 20, get this up to 5. And we don't really care if this is costing me small amounts of food. Let's see. Because no matter what, every cycle we gain 4 more peasants who immediately go into food. Okay. 2 of those, which means we need 2 torchmen, which means we need more coal miners. There we go. And then I just have to let food stack up periodically. So now we are gaining 7 peasants per cycle. Really only 7? I guess there must be kind of some level of diminishing returns to making more houses. Ish. The other thing that's going to help is if we have like farming or something as an alternative and second layer of progression. Let's see. Yeah, I'll let that go. And we kind of want to just have maybe some spares that are providing extra stuff. Yeah, I mean, I have plenty, so I'm going to need 2 more iron miners. Oh, do we just not have enough torchmen? I see, we're just not smelting enough. Luckily, it's pretty easy to balance these. Okay. Life flourishes even in absolute darkness as the number of people grow. Our number of people grows. Children laugh and frolic while the forest listens in. The forest hamlet is far superior to our paltry camp. Alright, so the only thing we're kind of low on is fiber and flint, which surprisingly we cannot generate. Luckily, I don't think we need to. At least, not much. Okay. I think at this point we do actually switch over to cycles of 10. Alright, I should wait. Because, yeah, we don't want to cut into our food supply too negatively. It is one of those where we can largely ignore it because we will get plenty of food over time. Let's see, anything else? No. So everything's nice and passive. If I really wanted to be lazy, I'd just step away for a moment, get like a ton of people, and then rebalance things. It's not bad. It is one of those that the more I actively manage these things, the more I can just kind of let it loose. There we go. Because, yeah, we're getting 12 people per cycle, so who cares if we're at -7 food? Just wait 10 seconds and we'll go straight into the positives. Let's go nuts for a moment. Okay, I think this is the last? No. As soon as it says not available, we might actually be able to manage this. Hold up. Okay. So land is the issue at the moment. Means I need more torchmen. Means I need more wood. Yeah, the thing is, I can be even more aggressive than I have been. Occasionally. Because I can do overreach. The other thing I could do is just like... I mean, I have so much. Like, I can just go overboard for a while. Allocating my extra food into just spare resources. I don't think I need that many swordsmiths yet. Okay, there we go. Let's just switch those. Because this way, the higher my, like, overall income, the more I can kind of just skip ahead. Kind of. Okay, so how's this guy going? Barely anything. My swordsmen do almost no damage to this guy. This doesn't surprise me. The thing is, I'm also not sure if they're, like... what I need to focus on, either. Well, that's actually going to go kind of slowly. So, sure. Do we want to get one of these? Oop, that's 10. 10 sergeants. Let's just do 2 of them for now. So that'll get me slightly less peasants, but more swordsmen who will slowly scale up my passive damage over time. I mean, let's go nuts. Ah, it's land. Land is the issue. Okay. This obviously was a reach and is costing me a lot. However, this is why I wanted to have that massive amount of spare resources lying around, because that way I can just punch into my supplies routinely with just 10 more masons. Okay. It is expensive, though. But that's okay, because pretty soon the food is going to go positive, like in 2 or 3 cycles. And yeah, we're getting 60 peasants. Okay. This is it. Like... that cost me almost nothing. So how many swordsmen do we have? 70? Okay, cool. So that means we're doing, presumably, yeah, 160 damage per tick. It's not huge, but we can scale it. The problem with me focusing on my own abilities mostly is just that Each one of these only gives me 1 experience, which is slow. If I could automate these, oh boy, but that ain't happening. So I think we need to, well, I guess let's just plan around 10 masons at a time. So we need 200 wood, 100 brick, 50 fur, 10 land. Okay. And then just scale those up, because those are the only ones that we need to worry about. I'm going to go for a bit more. Because, yeah, we might as well be working a number of these into excess ahead of time. I was close in my estimations, kind of. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's okay. My people pray and bow as I stroll through the streets. This can't be right. Okay. Yeah, so how many people do we have? Well, thousands, and we're going up even faster. Alright, let's scale up our swordsman gain. This is obviously going to be kind of expensive. Bite into my supplies. Should be fine. Okay. Luckily, once something starts bottoming out, it's okay. Oh. There we go. So now we just need more wood. And we're golden. I'd mess something up in that. Okay, let's stop with that. We apparently just need like 100 fur. Yeah, let's just boost some of these. Now I can do it. Oh, part of the issue is leather. I guess we can actually start messing around in the hundreds, because I've got that many people sitting around. And they're not doing anything. Okay. Yeah, there's 20,000 food sitting there. We can chop into that a smidge. Oops. 10 sergeants. There we go. Do I think I could get 10 more masons? With this setup, except for the very limited wood that we're rolling, yeah. There we go. That'll balance itself out very shortly, because we're going to get more. How's this looking at? 832. Yeah, this is the exponential gain that we were looking for. Ooh. Let's balance out masons. Oops. Let's see. I'm just gonna get 100 more hunters. There we go. What are we missing? A little bit more of these guys. Yeah, we want to start just rounding these numbers out. As we move into the thousands, it's going to bug me if I know that, like, a number of these were less than tens. I actually wish this was kind of one of those where you could kind of scientific notation things manually. Say, like, hey, get rid of, round everything to the nearest 10, 100, stuff like that. And so you can kind of number crunch down periodically saying, I don't need more of this. Okay, so let's actually round these probably to the nearest 100 in a lot of these cases. You know, a couple of these, maybe not, but like my income gain is actually going to get that high. Pretty soon we might not even be messing around with some of these at the lowest level. Okay, so I'm gonna need... a hell of a lot of those. Let's see. So we definitely need more... I'm gonna give myself an extra 100 clay diggers. Wood seems to be fine. We've got plenty of food banked. How's this going? The one problem is they don't attack very fast, but they still scale and do a decent amount of damage. Okay, let's keep punching our supplies. There we go. Because now I have exactly 100 masons, then we work on getting 100 swordsmiths and sergeants, and round everything, if I can, to the nearest 100. Okay, so we want iron, which means I need torches, means I need coal, which means I need fur. Means I need wood. I should stop. We're like pretty far down on our peasant population food gain. However, I could probably get this up to 100 easy. Okay, and then we just probably leave an amount of this. Okay. Yeah, a number of these things don't balance super well, or they have extra costs. It's fine. But we're going to want to stop after this. I guess I could just nix that for a bit. I don't know what happens when you run out of food. Is my population going up? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll be fine in a moment. We just had to wait. There we go. Let's see. And coal. Perfect. So I'm gaining at least 100 of each now. I really wish I could mouse over these and see what the overall demand was. Not per thing, but per whatever the current value is. So currently it's like 10 bricks, 5 fur, 2 land, 5 stone, 20 wood. My main question on this is if I wanted 100 more masons, that's 1,000 bricks, 500 fur, 200 land, 500 stone. I mean, I guess just add 2 zeros to everything. Is doable. I think we're gonna let that food stack up a smidge before I do much else. Yeah, beacon. But we also need soul stones. Might be from these? Not sure. Well, I need 2,100 wood. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep waiting. 1,100 bricks. And yeah, we want that food supply to stack up, so I don't want to cut into it too hard. We might even get to the point where we're actually boosting things by 1,000. Okay. Is that enough for the mason? Oh, we needed stone. Oops. Oh, and land. Well, luckily I had enough torches. But that just doubled our, yeah, there we go. My town has expanded faster than I would have imagined. I might need help managing all of this. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see, lumberjack. Frankly, I think lumberjacks... Stone... Yeah, I think we just get a number of these up into the thousands. And cycle from there. Okay, once again, we are losing an amount of food. However, it should only take 2 more cycles to pay off that population debt. And then it will slow down dramatically. Okay, doesn't seem like I can train anybody yet. I can make a single house myself. Oh, that was 10,000. Oops. Oops, let's not do that. The wolf wasn't the first and won't be the last. Conquering it was exhausting, but it must go on. Death's door, absolve it. The wolf lies on the rickety path, rearing its head for scritches, an ally to guide the path forward. Lost souls of the dark forest. I'm a Pokemon trainer, but for weird eldritch horrors. I want to play that game now. So, yeah, functionally I've got... Ooh. Am I gaining exactly 700 peasants per? That's really nice, actually. I'm going to try and round it out so we are properly at like a round number for the peasant number, but it's going to be hard. I should also do the same thing with land. Food is going to be trickier, wood, a number of these things. I guess if I round up my incomes, that's good enough. Okay, so I need a lot of explorers. Is that it? That's it. Yeah, let's round torches out next. Round those out. Alright. Looking nice. Another mason. One thing I'd love to be able to do is like shift click to like go up and down without having to swap the thing. So it's like if I hold shift, it moves up to whatever the thing is higher than what I have selected, and control would drop it by the same amount. Get some more lumberjacks. Another set of masons. All right, we're good. Okay, so I need more of those. And more of those. More hunters. Do we want to just try and get tanners up to 1,000? I think we do at this point. And ideally we want to get kind of all of these up there. Okay. Where are we at Torchman? Torchman is expensive. But that's it. Alright, there we go. And that means I can get another sergeant. Where are we at iron-wise? We're getting there. The main thing is the beacon is 1,000,000 iron. That's going to be tough to overcome. Damn. Soldiers are scaling well, though. And yeah, we're gaining 900 peasants per cycle. That's a lot of peasants. Like, whatever forest city I have going on here is, I guess not a metropolis. 36,000 people is only so much, but even then. Okay. I guess barring anything. Yeah, let's wait for a bit. That's a bit of a debt. I think my goal here is mostly to get my... Yeah, let's just focus on lumber. Lumber, masonry. I mean, getting all of this set up. Because 300 swordsmen per cycle is pretty good. Okay, that didn't cost me much. Another 100 masons. Just need more of those. Alright, we're good. It is accelerating nicely. This is just, I do need that, like, manager character. Almost if I could set, like, thresholds or balance. Like, hey, what would it cost to buy an entire pack's worth of masons and not affect my incomes in the slightest? But, I mean, this is all manageable. So once again, if I want to get another mason, I'm going to need 2,000 wood. Got that. Stone, got that. Could use more clay, I believe. Let's see. And then fur, always. That's actually a lot of food. I'm gonna bump that up a bunch. Okay, let's try more masons. Because one of the goals here is to ideally get masons up to 1,000. But that's going to require me functionally doubling my entire... Well, I mean, we could do that. Sure. Because all I'd have to do is just double my lumberjacks, stone miners, clay diggers, and whatnot. If even? Yeah. And the only thing that would cost is just population. So yeah, let's go 30,000 lumberjacks. We only have, well, actually, no, our population is a lot bigger than that, but like literally half of my population is lumberjacks by volume. Well, no, it's not. Lumberjacks and hunters and swordsmen were the Romans, apparently. I guess one option we do have is going for broke. Actually, less of a problem than I thought it was going to be. Damn. Like, obviously, that cost me a bit, but it really didn't cost me that much. Get both of those, get all of those. Food-wise, we're doing fine. We're gaining 3,000 people per cycle. Cripes. Okay. I guess next order of business, let's get this up into the 10,000s. Shoot. I mean, yeah, functionally, now we need to just get everything else into the 10,000s. That's a bit of a food cost. It'll take 10 cycles to pay off. Which I guess is a little slow and I probably should be doing this, but it's fine. We won't run out of food, but we are going to be close. And then, yeah, I should be looking at this. Well, I mean, these guys are doing a decent chunk of damage. Like, I could go for more swordsmen, but I'm not in a hurry. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. Next cycle, we break even. Then we go back into the positives. It's definitely one of those where, like, yeah, if I just left this running for a while, I'd end up with, like, 1 million peasants, and it'd be like, cool. That's nice. Let's turn this into a massive fighting force or something. I had to step away for a bit, but we should probably end this soon anyway. But countless spirits swarm around the fallen abomination, yet none of them can lay a hand on me. Would they be afraid? Absolve. Warden of the Dark Forest. The spirits wail no longer as reflections of them form upon the patches of water. Children. Let's see. So what am I even doing? The thing is, I've got, like, ridiculous amounts of resources, so I can just kind of expend it on things. We're gaining 3,000 peasants per cycle, which is just absurd amounts of, like, population gain. I'm just gonna get 20,000 coal miners. We're just... Inflation is taking hold, man. Let's see. 5,000 explorers. I think my goal is to, yeah, just get up to the point where I have 10,000 of each of these. And then I think we stop messing around for a bit. I declare the settlement the capital of the forest, grow beyond this pestilent place, and carve our name into the world. Have a look in Torchman. There we go. So, I guess the one problem with this is we did just put ourselves into a pretty hefty food debt. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. In fact, double our masons. It'll just pay off faster. Because we want to we want to pay off the food before things become a problem. Or the food drain before things become a problem. But we did just double the amount of masons that we have, which is absurd. Yeah, we're good. It's not even a drain. Alright. Max out the lumberjacks. Okay. Still out of 40,000, but it'll pay off very fast. So, I think the next thing we do... Oh, we still have 0 soul stones, though. I want to make this beacon. But I do not know where to get those. Which means probably I need to scale up my swordsmiths and sergeants to match everything else. Oop. That is altogether too many. Okay, luckily compared to our population gains, this is extremely small beans, which means I can keep kind of poking around at this a little. Okay, so now we have considerably more soldiers per cycle now. Yeah, 1,000 soldiers per cycle. How much damage? Oh gosh, this thing had 100 million. And we're getting there. I guess. Since I was talking about things being kind of small beans. Probably better that we just cycle some of these. There we go. Lose the iron. I mean, if I wanted to be silly, if I wasn't in population debt, I'd just go hard iron. But I think this is vaguely fine. I think ultimately I'm just going to be managing things. I have no idea where to get these soul stones from, and I guess I'm just going to taunt you all with this. I like this. I think it's an interesting settlement management game. I think my big beef with it mostly boils down to almost the entire game is just about managing incomes, and that's it. There's not really a whole lot of interesting depth here. It's just like oh, you know, we've managed to get my population gain above a certain level. Now we can move from 1,000, like increments of 1,000 up to 10,000. And then eventually increments of 100,000. Really based on just how many masons I have. Which means that yes, if I get absolutely ridiculous here, we can be gaining 1 million peasants per 5 seconds. Which is a, that is a birth rate that would, this is universal paperclips, but with babies. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, holy shit, you could do some goofy things with your population here. In ways that are completely unreasonable because there's no brakes. There's nothing to stop you. Like, at this point, we're even getting to the point where I could actually cycle lumberjacks in the hundreds of thousands. Which doesn't make any sense, but hey, here we are. But I wish there was more things that I could do, technologies that I could add. Frankly, I would actually even say, small things, a civ tree, like a civ tech tree, where you got like lighthouses or roads and little bits like that that give you bonuses and makes you feel like you're developing a civilization. Right now, I'm not developing a civilization, I'm developing like a hive cluster. None of these are people, these are just numbers. This is a swarm. I would love to play a hive swarm game like this, where you are the alien buggos, you know, taking over a planet, for example. How much would this knock me down? It wouldn't at all, actually. We just doubled our population gain. That is absurd. Let's do it again. Who can stop me? Okay, so the population gain will, but whatever. Yeah, man. Like, these are not comfortable numbers for my head. Exponential growth is crazy, and scientific notation is just impossible to think of. That's why everybody is like, oh, $1 billion, that's not much. And then you have to like actually comprehend a billion of anything. And then you're like, actually, that's a problem. Yeah, I don't want to get into that too deeply, but it's definitely one of those where I'm like, wrapping my head around all of the elements of like what I'm currently up to makes me feel unwell. I'm exaggerating here, kind of, from a like, not a creator, trying to apply real world logic to this doesn't really work, and that's fine. It doesn't need to. I actually almost have that 1 million iron. We're just not gaining nearly enough soul stones. I don't even know where to get the soul stones from. Either way, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say that this is maybe too idle of a game for me to normally play. I was really expecting from a Dark Forest that this would be about exploring the forest in some kind of meaningful fashion, as opposed to making a titanic, ever-growing civilization of faceless horrors. I am the bad man that lurks in the woods, I guess. But I like the music. It actually was very pleasant to listen to, even though it's like the same 2-3 songs on loop forever. It had kind of a nice eerie vibe the whole way through. There's the cat. We never talked to the cat. Let's talk to the cat. Okay. We will not seek out the cat. That's fine. We don't need to. I was thinking there would be more like eldritch horrors to talk to. And some part of me kind of wishes that this whole screen, even though it was the core root of the gameplay, yeah, that's it, is that I wish there were more things here, or less things for me to manage here, less people to throw around. The fact that we are getting to the point where we're gaining, we are gaining this degree of people is comical. And yeah, we've just doubled our population gain again. And it just feels wrong. I mean, it's not strictly bad. I'll be fine, but it's just like oh geez, like we were at 20,000 people, now we're at 35,000 people. And then I will double that again, and we're just going to keep doubling forever. And yeah, it's going to be too many people. Like, Los Angeles is going to look like a joke in comparison to this capital of the forest that we live in. Anywho, I guess I might as well mention that, yeah, I want more from this, more choices. Right now, there is no real meaningful choices apart from just saying, oh yeah, trying to upgrade my character is moot. There's no reason to even look at this anymore. And I think the problem is, like, this seemed nice and survivally, but as soon as this started rolling, it was just like, who cares who I am? I'm the administrator, and I actually kind of wish that this whole setup went away, and all of these activities got swapped with administration-related tasks and boosts and things. Some events could be interesting, once again, like a talent or a tech tree, maybe. I like these threats, but they're not a problem. I just wait for them to die. And while I can scale up how fast they die, it's not cohesive in a way that makes it exciting. To like look at this thing. I mostly just am like, oh, it's not dead yet. Cool. Imagine if you had just Dagon hanging out, an eldritch horror, like a great old one hanging out in the park outside your house, and the local kids are slowly killing it with sticks at your behest. And every once in a while you pop in to see if they've killed it or not, because then you can go harvest its ichor. But, you know, then you just go back to doing whatever. And it kind of undercuts the eerie spookiness of this, that I could just, like, take a look at it, be like, yep, I hit for 750,000 damage. It's going up by about 5,000 per tick, give or take. Cool. I guess I'll check back in a couple of minutes when that thing's dead. And I get it that, like, complex combat systems or threat systems or anything like that would be difficult to manage, but it's one of those where it's like, it really is silly that we have these horror beasts out here that I just do not care about, do not pay any heed to. Why would I? Let's double our population gain again. Let's see. That's clay. We need bricks. And yeah, we have so many of these banked up that they aren't a problem. All right, so now we are gaining... Oh, right, I need more explorers. Give me a second. Which means I need torches. I love the fact that I have almost 100,000 torchmen, whose entire job is to just light up the lands for my people to take and add. You know what? 100,000 more lumberjacks. We have over 500,000 lumberjacks that are just present. Like I said, thinking about these numbers in like real world terms makes me feel insane. Anywho, I guess with all this said, if you want to play the A Dark Forest demo, it is available on Steam right now. Totally free. I don't know how far it goes. It seems like there's other creatures maybe that you can interact with. Definitely more bosses, whatever the beacon gets you. But we haven't even got a single soulstone. I'm not gonna look for it. Millions of people, faceless humanoids, stand beside me. A red carpet guiding me into oblivion. Am I just becoming an eldritch horror? Am I becoming a great old one? Is that the point of this? Because if so, that's also cool. Alright, screw it. Let's massively scale up my military. It's one of those where it's like, because of the exponential gain of everything, I really can just kind of let this run semi-automatically. I broke something here. And that's okay. I think the issue is lack of iron ore. Oh, that smelled... Oh, god damn it. I've been clicking the wrong thing here. There we go. Okay. And yeah, because I had just like a spare 700. Oh my gosh, how many people do I have in food? Or yeah, 35,000 food. This just ain't healthy, man. All right, bricks, you say. Lumber, you say. Yeah, we're good. All right, so how many swordsmen do I have now? Almost 500,000 swordsmen. Okay, we absolve that thing. The absolved spider spirit follows me forward, its shimmering string lacing the path forward. High Guardian of Darkness. It's got like 1 billion HP, but I could probably boost this up further. All right, so we need more of those. How many torches do we have? Let's just get more of those. More fur. More iron. I mean, we're getting to the point where we just have enough of those. Excuse me, I need to scale that up dramatically. We are gaining almost 100,000 people per cycle. This is... I gotta stop. All right. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, flint and fiber, look at these meaningless numbers down here. Substances gained. What does this do? Oh, that just hides it. Okay, cool. And yeah, how much damage did we do now? Yeah, 3 million. Still gonna take a while for that to cycle up enough. Was okay. Let's see. What was I going to say within any of this? It's a neat incremental game. It definitely needs a long way to go before it, like, really hits a full stride of what it could be. But once it gets more, I don't know, like, I can't stop playing even though I'm not doing anything. I'm just managing numbers. This is what it feels like to be an accountant or a businessman, probably. Oh, I haven't been exploring enough. Well, that cost me next to nothing. Alright, cool. Anyway, yeah, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.